you definitely can take him to regional. So there is a fist bump, and we go first for Luffy, second for black yellow Luffy. I think there's not much to do. Maybe have a search in hand. Seems like, yes, there is the Garb search, top 5. Is he opting to take any baby, or is it opting to take any big character? Yes, this is the 5 cost Sabo, and we saw that he bottom deck one blocker Sabo. And Andreas seems not to know what the ability of this card, which is a good sign for our Black Yellow Luffy player, because that means he's not very familiar with this matchup. So, oh, wait, there's no gear 2, so that means he missed one ramp. And Black Yellow Luffy is just going 8 into life, which will be taken, and then we have, oh, okay, we don't have any searcher, means Black Yellow Luffy player has maybe the 1 cost event in hand, which we are going to see. Or is he just bluffing? So he's playing Rosinante, trash 1 event, and draw 2 cards out of the Rosinante effect. And Black Yellow Luffy is now on 6 down. So he starts with an easy 6k swing into leader. Rest 5 to play Sabo. Sabo allows him to take cards and then draw 2 trash 1, right? So he's trying to self-awaken in a very efficient way. And trash the dead card, which is ace, 5 cost ace, rush. Passes back to Luffy. Luffy now on 7. Didn't manage to ramp once, so pretty bad. Let's see what's Andreas' plan. Okay. Oh, there is a pudding, which definitely hurts, because with Sabo you were able to draw 2 more cards. Now you need to bottom deck. Very unfortunate. And I see the chat survey is believing also in BY Luffy. Hopefully he's going to manage this matchup against Andreas with UP. Now there's the cut coming, and now he can draw 5 cards. I mean, every pudding is like, hurts very much, so pretty unfortunate, but that's the game. Okay, we are now on 8 down for BY Luffy. Yes, Kevin just won the last game against Rosinante, so he plays Teach. That means he is now on top 16. At least one Teach, maybe another one, I'm not sure. So what's the play here? We see a 5 rested for Sabo. Sabo is now able to protect the whole board. Let's go, yeah. I mean, Teach is doing well. That's the new 5 cost ace, right? Which allows him to summon a baby character from trash. And there's also Rocket Luffy going to the trash. So 3 dons left. I think going for live is now the best decision, right? So just, okay, no, he's preparing something. And the pass, or is he going for 6 into live? No, there is a pass, okay. So maybe he is afraid of another pudding, that's why he played Sabo, just to avoid a second pudding. And Andreas is now on 9 on, so leadability was not available for him. But next turn we will see the magic of UP Luffy, which draws 2 cards per turn. And I just checked the survey, we are now on 60% believing still in BY Luffy. There's Mihawk bottom decking the blocker Sabo, and then he just passed the turn. Back to BY on 10 done right now. He's very far away from the leadability. Andreas is trying to build board before he's attacking. So the BY Luffy player needs to manage his life to self-awaken, but doesn't look very nice for him. So we will not see the leadability until the next turn, at least. There is the self-awakening Luffy, which allows him to trash 1 life and draw 1 card. And he gains 2k. Ooh. You definitely don't want to see the event in the trash. So, leadability. Now we see the magic. Top 5. Look for a Straw Hat character. I see Giant. I see... Is it twice Gothred? So I think you should take Giant and bottom deck the rest. It's a die for and Gothred. Yeah, that's a bottom. Yeah, that's quite bad. And there's a draw into Bonn Clay. Now it's 50-50. Okay. So we see a 9 cost Luffy. Unfortunately, no Sanji available for Andreas. There it is. -1 down, draw a card, and he gains Rush. So I think, should you now go for life or just pass? I think you should wait 1 more turn, right? I mean, Tan could use next turn Self-Awakening Luffy, then he's down to 1, and yeah, maybe you can start the swing. You just take it, no trigger. Then another 6 coming from leader. Okay, it's down to 0 and 2 more swings left. 3 if you want to swing with pudding. So 9 cost swing, there is the block. And this one needs to be countered out, so... Oh, this is also a blocker, my bad, okay. All fine. Now it's BY's turn. So leadability is available. You set up already 1 baby Sabo, so we could see an old 11k leader with 1 life left. Back in the days last year. I mean, he has also the Sabo blocker in trash, so yes, attaching two dons. Using Self-Awakening Luffy's ability to go up to 8. Something you definitely should not forget, because when you put life, then it's too late. He trashes Ace to use the lead ability, will put Sabo down and maybe the 5-cost Ace, the new PRB Ace. No, he decides to choose double Sabo. So that means the baby Ace or baby Luffy is missing. Maybe also the baby Sabo is missing. That's why I put the other Sabo. There is Ace. Baby Ace is now in his hand. So, but is there a second baby Sabo? Seems like. No, he's playing the 5-cost PRB Ace, which allows him to grab another baby, and then he can trash this baby Sabo to get the other blocker Sabo. Now he has two blockers, is a 9k leader, and has still a ton of dons, 3 dons available. So he's going for a 9 into leader Thunderbagua. There it is. Gain 1 don plus 4k. Then we see a huge 12k swing into leader or into Mihawk. Giant. No, he's going into leader. Okay, so up to 10, 11, 13. Wow. And press on. Lead ability. What do we see? Yeah, he has a Sanji. But is there a target for Sanji? No. So that doesn't be top decked. And now the turn starts. Okay, still a healthy board with Mihawk, Luffy, Rosinante. He can use mostly all of his dons because Rosinante will help him out to get 2 more dons for the next turn, for the opponent's turn. So Andreas is deeply thinking how he's going to handle this situation. You could go into live because you have 9k characters available, 9k, 10k. For 3 more dons, you also could swing with Rosie. He's going to swing into Luffy character because it's just a 8k comparing to the leader. And he counter out. Okay, nice. Then we see a rested Dawn attached to Mihawk to swing 10 into Luffy again, which should be okay, yes. Could also block. And now is the question, what are you doing with the remaining 10 dons? 9 dons? Are you going for 9? No? Why are these guys resting dons? You don't rest on when you swing. and you want to push a character leader, you need to attach the dons. That's not the same as resting. So technically it's wrong, but I'm not a judge there. We see a Naomi, which allows him to draw 3 more cards, and now he needs to decide which cards will go at top or bottom deck. And he grabs a Bonkley and Sanji. And I think that's the third Sanji which went to the bottom of the deck, so maybe we will not see any Sanji played out in this game. Yeah, I mean, if you attach Don to swing like he did it with UP Luffy, you should not rest the Don. You should put it straight like here with Ace. Because that's not a rested Don, it's an attached Don. And, whoa, what happened? He scooped? Okay, I think Tan just scooped, right? I missed it, and this array is going 56%. Okay, crazy. Ooh. Tan just saw the line and he said, okay, you know what? There is no way I'm going to win and don't want to waste any time. Tan scooped. So it's 1-0 for UP Luffy. Let me check again. Maybe I can share it with you guys. No, it's not possible. Let me check. Forget it. We will see UP Luffy until OP 13. And then maybe the meta will switch, but UP Luffy is way too strong to not play. So let me re-watch what happens. So Tan swings with 8 cost Ace, and Andreas is using Gear 2, and then he just scoops. Okay. Yeah, it's very annoying, especially if you have like a final mirror match UP against UP is so boring. That's why I like to see decks like BY or Moria, or we had also a purple yellow pudding in the top 32 which lost against this BY player. But the UP is like, I mean, it's not an easy deck, right? You need to manage the deck, you need to pilot the deck quite well, you need to be a strong player, don't get me wrong, but it's annoying to see UP. It's like 80% is UP Luffy. And choosing BY Luffy, which is also a very complicated deck where you have to make every turn like 1 million micro decisions, is quite strong. So they are both definitely strong players. Okay, we are in game 2. No, we aren't. We are waiting for the okay. I think Andreas is thinking about his starting hand. We see a Rosie 9 cost Luffy, I guess, and he decides to keep. So there will be the fist bump, boom, and let's get into game 2. Andreas is going first. He's just passing, and Tan is on his first turn. Maybe have something to search, but there is nothing to search, unfortunately, and just pass the turn. Now Andreas on 3 Don, going to rest all of 3 to play its die for, which allows him to ramp 1 Don, and then just passes to his opponent. Tan goes with a heavy 8, which will be taken. Yes. Trigger. Oh my god. Oh my god, trigger. Ah, okay. That's very nice luck for Andreas, but quite bad for Tan. Oh, so he managed to double ramp. He is on 5 Don next turn. He will be on 7 Don. He just needs to ramp one more time to have lead ability. Way too strong, way too strong. So very unfortunate, but that's the trigger game. I mean, that's the only trigger which helps him to ramp, right? Because Gear 2 and Giant don't have any trigger. We see a Rosy plate to trash 1 card and draw 2. End of turn, restand 2 dons, and that's Tan's turn. Okay, 69% now believes in UP Luffy, and unfortunately, I need to agree. UP Luffy is now in a very decent spot with already 2 Rams. Next turn. Is he already on 8 now? Yeah, next turn. No, he's on 7, so next turn. No lead ability, but that's totally okay. What's the right play here? Okay, he's going for a Sabo blocker, which allows him to take 1 life, draw 2 cards, and trash 1 card. But is there a pudding? No pudding. Okay, but God threat, so this Sabo will definitely not survive. And there it is, 9 Don turn for Andreas. I mean, you don't want to swing, so you just use God threat, right? No, you go for Sanji blind flip? No, 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 no. How can you have so much luck? He triggered It's a Die for. He blind flips with Sanji, Mihawk. That's so crazy. Wow. But he was not able to bottom deck Sabo because Sabo is not 6k, he's now 8k. Maybe he's 8k. Not sure. You said. Yeah, I mean, I think it's such a bad situation for Town. He's. Oh, okay, now he's going for. And he revealed ace, baby ace. Oh man, this feels so bad. Okay, he's going just 6 into life. There's a 2k. We see it's a die for a God threat. Okay, the ball is now protected. Thrashes away ace and another big Big Brother. Yes, there is the 5-cost Sabo. And pass. Very difficult. Okay. Survey saying 60% believes into UP Luffy. If we are looking at the board and leadability is available for Andreas now, it doesn't look very nice. Did he manage to find this another? Oh my god, I think he has another Sanji. Yes, I also. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way. And now we will see another Sanji into 9-cost Luffy. Does he have Sanji in hand? I'm not sure. Ah, I think he has another Sanji, right? Yes, he has another Sanji. So now we see Sanji into Luffy. Oh, that's. Ah. No, that's crazy. And he just passed. So he prepared everything to go game next turn. And just saying, okay, you have still 2 life. Now you can manage how you are going to go to 0 life. Oh, hello, Aladdin. But as APX just said, there is definitely no way to get rid of this situation. That's so unfortunate because the real heavy pricing is top 8, where you get your number ace. So I feel bad for the BY Luffy player. And he now just used 2Ks to get down to 0. Top 32 was Rosie, green, blue, Rosie against Teach. And Rosie won the first game, and then he lost 2 other games. So Teach is now top 16. Okay. The ability to put ace and what's the other card? I'm not sure. So he pushes. It's the rush ace. Okay. Grabs now the ace back. Uses again the ace ability to go up to 9. Plays out ace. And then, I mean, you could swing with ace into leader. Yeah, that's right. I think if we are comparing both decks, Black Yellow Luffy is way more complicated than Blue Purple Luffy. That's totally, I totally agree with you. And he was very lucky with the trigger, with the blind Sanji flip. That's crazy. So there we see the lead ability. Look at the top 5. I mean, doesn't really matter what he's going to take now. Well, Nami is already in his hand, so with Nami he could filter out. Yeah, I think you should take Giant. Bro, just take Giant, don't think. That's also a thing. UP Luffy has Giant available. Black Hero Luffy doesn't have this unique, strong purple event. So if we need to make a tier list, it's like UP Luffy, GP Luffy, and then Mono Black Luffy, and then maybe BY Luffy. So it takes Giant, puts the rest at the bottom of the deck, draws for turn, and get the one done back. So the thing is, you could just swing 9, 9, 9, 10, play Nami, filter out your dead cards, and wait one more turn. Yeah, I totally agree. Because the BY Luffy, and there is the rested Dawn to swing. Beta UP Luffy versus Sigma BY Luffy. Yeah, there is the 9 into 7. So he will definitely let Ace die, right? Why should you protect Ace? He has a decent hand. Yes. And there is a 9k swing into lead. So he's going definitely for the Nami play and then just pass with Nami's 5 cost. 1 Dawn is attached. Four Dawns. With 4 Dawns left, he has enough to protect. Another 9, yes. Bro doesn't even know how to. Yeah, I hate it. I hate when top players are resting Dawn instead of attaching Dawns. I think, what are the judges do? Why do they not call, hey, you need to attach a Dawn, not to rest a Dawn? But that's why he's playing UP Luffy, right? Okay, there's an army play, so is to die for will go at the bottom, and some other card which we didn't saw, and there's the pass. So what are you going to do in this situation? He has a ton of cards in hand. He has 4 Dawns left, 1 life, definitely 1 to 2 copies of Giant in hand, and 1 Gear 2 or Thunder Bagua. Oh, I'm sorry to say that, but it's already over. So he starts with 8 into leader. So that's an easy tier 2, yes. He's looking for maybe a baby Sabo or the 5 cost ace. Yeah, there's the 5 cost Sabo, which allows him to filter, which is also nice. Okay, he's checking the trash. Attaching to Dawn for lead ability. Instantly using lead ability. Oh, if have another ace in hand, and he's going again for the double ace line. So we'll see baby ace now. Trash baby ace. Gain 2k for the leader. Cheat out ace. Cheat out baby ace. Trash baby ace. Cheat out rush ace. Leaders up to 9. So 9k leader, 2 blockers. You need to go into life, right? Because going for boards is like, there's no way. You need to hope that he's bricked up as fuck, but there is the second gear too. Yeah. 11 into lead, right? He just blocks. Okay. And there's the pass. So we will see another UP Luffy ability, 2 Namis. He should grab one of the Namis, yes, and then put the rest at the bottom. What does he have? A giant, God threat. I think you should go. Ooh, that's a question now. We could. Okay. UP Luffy is very annoying. We are all tired of UP Luffy. Seeing back-to-back UP Luffys in the finals of every region is very annoying, and he is again resting his fucking gold Don. Bro, why are you resting your Dons? You need to attach them. Nine into ace. Another 9 into the all ace. I like, by the way, the artwork of the new ace. Looks quite nice. So he's using the 2-cost event, another 9 into ace. Still 2 dons left. We maybe could see another 2-cost event. We know one is already in trash. He used another one, so depends on. Okay, there's a block. Wow. I mean, that's crazy. He can just swing plain 999, then look how he's reacting, and if he cannot counter out, he can just play defense. So UProof is way too strong. Way too strong. And that's post ban, right? So they already restricted UP Luffy in that case that you are not able to play Katakuri and Big Mom. So that's crazy. So there's the 5-cost Nami, draw 3 cards and putting it's a die 4 and another dead card. I think it was a 9-cost down at the bottom of the deck, and there is the pass. Nah. You feel he has better win rate after ban, really? That's crazy. So they ban some cards, the players are finding a new list, and he has a better win rate now? What? They need to leader lock some cards, or they need to ban just UP Luffy. I mean, they should have restricted Sanji for UP Luffy to maybe limit Sanji on 1 or 2 copies. We see 2 times 1k counter, another 7. I see, okay. There's a giant thrashing god threat. Yeah, I see. That's why. But I think this version of Luffy is way more aggressive with the 9-cost Luffy and Mihawk, which allows you to bottom deck a 6-cost character. Yeah, that's, and there it is. We have the winner of this matchup.